Ooh, I love this door. Hi, I'm Lynette Jennings, and welcome back to the show. We're in Del Mar, California today, and we're in our showcase house, which is very much a Frank Lloyd Wright style, even though it was built not so very long ago. It's only about 2,000 square feet, and of course, this is what we talked about before. The exterior and all those horizontal big roof lines intersecting with trapezoids that anchor it to its site. And now we're ready to come inside through this incredible trapezoid-shaped entrance. What a door. You know what's interesting about this? There's no hardware, only a lock set. The door actually hinges on a pin and not on hinges, so that it opens on both sides at the same time. And of course, the leaded glass is very much a Wrightian look. When we saw the exterior of the house, well, the most impactful element of architecture, of course, is the roof lines. Multiple roof lines, all very linear. They look like they're stacked slabs of paper. They're anchored down by those trapezoidal-shaped stone columns, if you will. I guess you could call them a column. What's interesting is those same two elements appear again inside. Those stone shapes, those great big monolithic elements, work their way inside, punch through the glass doors and through the windows. And once again, you see very low-hanging linear slabs of roof line. Except inside, they're not called roofs. These are alcoves, a lowered ceiling with architectural lighting tucked in to emphasize that shadow and that space. The floor plan is an open concept. When you walk in through the front door, because it's California, you want to see outside again. Well, you do. Only this time, the transparent divider between the front foyer and the dining room is a fish tank. Now remember, you've only got 2,000 square feet, so it's fairly tight. No room for hallways, just one room adjoining another. Glass table emphasizes the clarity and that transparency as you flow from the foyer in through the dining room back outside. And then you get to the living room. The end wall of the living room is that stone slab, which is the first trapezoid you saw at the very beginning of the story. Another feature that marks a transition between one room to another is this wonderful niche. This is actually, feels like it's carved into one of those monolithic stacks of stone that we see inside and outside. Then we come into the living room. Another one of my favorite features, the fireplace wall. Now, this is the same stone wall you saw at the very beginning of the show outside, except the stone appears inside as well. The mantel is Honduran mahogany, and it runs almost the full length of the wall, but notice that it's not centered over the fireplace. This juxtaposition of geometric forms is very much a Wrightian look and beautifully interpreted by this current architect. These slabs are one stacked on top of the other, but notice the end detail of the mantel and the angle of the cut. In a lot of Frank Lloyd Wright's work, you will see elements of architecture repeat over and over again. For instance, this angle of this cut, it's about 15 degrees, is the same angle that you see in the trapezoids outside and inside. It's the same angle in the layering or the stacking of the roofs. So you have this completely integrated structure that you're living in, where these elements tend to be just part of your subliminal consciousness, if that sounds kind of weird. It's all about living inside almost a work of art. The fireplace wall is anchored by this enormous slab of black granite. It's more than a slab, it's actually a built box. But what's interesting about that detail is that it runs the full length of the fireplace through to the windows and actually spits itself right out the other side, and it becomes part of the seating arrangement for the outside deck.